people fail to understand how powerful this Obi is. The people see hope through Obi.
A country that will keep short or not make any distinctive or significant action against the security of its own people. To me, you have failed. All this brutality, they happen on a daily basis.
You know that insecurity has never been this bad in Nigeria. You see major generals being killed. Even up till now, we've not seen any tangible thing to say, okay, this is how we are trying to do this to get this thing done. So many of us Nigerians believe that if Obi gets in there, he will get it right.
The police still say you wear glasses, they record them, or you get any recording device where see them, they show impunity to the world. He's so triggered.
The youths are very hungry, they are very angry, and the next reaction you get from a hungry, angry man is violence.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to come out. If you believe that Obi can change it, it is your vote, your protection.
Exactly.
Your vote, your right.
Exactly.
Your vote, your hope.
Exactly. You can't relate the suffering of the normal man, the kidnapping, the banditry. Like the fact that you have failed there. Any other thing where you want to tell me, I don't want to listen. Because you're supposed to secure your people first. So, Mr. Smart, it's lovely to have you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy that you're here because this important topic now, it's in will make sense with you here because I know you have vast knowledge and talks when it comes to politics and whatnot in Nigeria. So I want us to first of all start on a particular video that came out today.
Okay.
I think it was the statement from Akpabio.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So I want to make you hear, then we go now know until we go talk on now, yeah?
All right.
Resignation from ADC and declaration for Labour Party. Maybe all those defecting from ADC should just compile everything in one paper and boom, so that we don't keep announcing. But I think ADC is dead. Well, that depends on the constitution. Senator Ashuri is asking how many times have you defended a month? You have to answer about it.
So it sounds funny, yeah, but at the end of the day, we know say that our country they are at stake for you. So this is a statement regarding the defection of the rep members and whatnot. We defect from ADC to NDC. The thing itself, they confuse me these days. APC, NDC, ADC,
all of them.
You understand? So, but I don't know why anybody they surprised when it comes to situation like this. The game where they play. In fact, first of all, what's your take on this before we even dive into whatever we want to talk about? But what's your take based on the whole defection?
If you have followed Nigerian politics for a while, you will understand that defection from one party to the other is not a new thing. And our politicians have actually taken advantage of that because that's where they, that's how they play their game. When things are not working well for them here because of that their selfish ambition, they just move. Remember, here in Nigeria, we don't have an ideology. What we use political parties for is like a stepping stone to achieve what we want to achieve.
Okay.
Imagine our president, Tinubu. If you look at his own political, life, how he has grown, he has moved from one party to the other, one party to the other, until he got to presidency, and now you understand that that's the way it's done in Nigeria.
Yeah, it's not as if like the UK where we say a particular political party has a strong
ideology they have a belief system
for you to move from here to here.
It's
big
impossible.
Deal.
No, here in Nigeria, it's just like a stepping stone. It's like the Nigerian political system is based on structure and numbers, not based on ideology. So when a person sees that there's an opportunity for him to get this, numbers from this party,
Yes.
he doesn't even think it twice.
Exactly.
He moves immediately to that party that will give him those numbers. Now, why it's striking for this NDC movement is because, like we all know, NDC is a new party.
Okay. And, yes. By this man from
Sireke Dixon.
Yeah. This Bayelsa.
I watched a video that just popped up a few days ago where Akpabio was congratulating him and making the announcement openly. We didn't know that that this was what was going to play on. But looking at the strategy, I love it. It's such a beautiful.
So you feel you believe it's a strategy?
Yes, it's a strategy because
by who?
Now it's a strategy
for
by
who?
Now for the people, for Nigerians like us. Look at ADC. Look at the people that formed that coalition. These were people who were very angry with APC. Most of them were APC members.
Yeah, you were yes, now.
Bereaved APC members.
Yes.
Go and check. Rufai is there. All of them. Go and check them.
Yeah.
So you look at it from that perspective. You understand that, these ones are just here are just like an attack dog.
Yeah.
When I saw
to achieve a particular purpose,
maybe to get this guy out, not just to get the PC out, to get this guy that's not doing their thing out, not just about getting the PC out, for those that form the ADC. When I saw Peter Obi come to ADC, I pondered because I didn't like the idea. But for the fact that, Nigerian, if we want history to repeat itself, these parties, these oppositions needs to come together for us to get this presidency.
Exactly.
That's why I took it. But the body language, now, PDP of all PDP already zoned to South. APC already zoned to South.
To South, yes.
Now, NDC too, immediately has also zoned to South. Labour Party zoned to South. Now, when it got to the point of ADC for their zoning, can you imagine what they did? They said it's not going to be any consensus.
For Atiku.
Because Atiku is already there. And I heard that the convention they had, from what I heard, the convention they had a few weeks back, that they wanted to declare it a South, they wanted to move it to the South.
Yes.
But because of some of, unquote, Atiku's loyalists, they didn't announce that.
I didn't hear.
And if you check, Peter Obi was not all through there when they were having that convention because he already understood what was going to happen.
See, I believe Obi understood that this might end up being
he
is now.
He knew.
You understand?
He knew because
because this Dixon movement, as much as we want to feel the whole coincidence and everything, Obi knew that these people waiting they try run this coalition with might not be truthful, honest at the end of the road.
Now listen.
Me. Some people will go tell you say, but Obi for still come making run them together primaries and all. But we all saw the indication that this was not going to end up on primaries.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. There was no plan to end up. Why would you now say you want to make it open? Obi was looking for a system where make it open, let everybody vote. No, but these people said no. They wanted to do it their way. Looking at that, if you see primaries from that point of view, you know that, go really work. Knowing how far Atiku can go to actually infiltrate with all these...
Men, where did you?
Know what happened with PDP in 2023?
Yes, now.
You see what happened? Yes. So, Atiku is somebody that can always do something like this. So, for me, the NDC is a very good move. As you can see, we already have 16 rep members defecting today.
And but that 16 came as a surprise to me.
No, it shouldn't come as a surprise. They're moving from ADC. They left from ADC.
Okay, they moved from ADC.
Yeah, they moved from ADC. Okay. Now, even a senator moved from ADC to Labour Party. People fail to understand how powerful this Obi is. Obi is not just somebody who is running for presidency. The people see hope through Obi. So many of us Nigerians believe that if Obi gets in there, he will get it right. Not by permutation, but because this is the kind of political leader we need.
Yes.
We need somebody who is compassionate.
Yes.
We need somebody who listens to the people. We need somebody who has this closeness with his people.
Aside from the closeness, which whatever you said now, I agree with 100% with it. But I feel another thing that will not really allow Obi blossom to this vision that everybody is envisioning right now is the fact that the people where they run down this country say if this man enter board, it will not be business as usual.
Yes, now that is why they are fighting to
not just even the one politicians here in Nigeria. I feel also the international influence. Because we don't really forget, say, the Nigerian politics, whether you believe them or not, get some kind of international influences.
Yes, I would want to.
Because as much as, see, I'm pro Obi. You want me? I want this man because I was in Anambra when Obi did whatever he did. Everything he did for Anambra. Funny enough, I was close enough because my mom was running an active teacher at that time. She was a head teacher, a principal at that point in time. So I saw some of the things where Obi do at that point in time. But my this thing is this: for us to be able to achieve this, for Nigerians to be able to put in the right person that we feel and we know can do this for us, is by actually doing what we are meant to do as Nigerians. For example, the PVC. Coming out to vote. Because, make we no lie, no matter how they want give you say, they count. They count because how did they get to manipulate whatever they want to manipulate?
Yeah.
So, my own is, if we talk this thing finish, talk make Obi run talk everything finish, make it reach during the election, you can't find out, say most people don't even get PVC.
No.
Or some people never even saw. So, I feel, as much as we talk with him, we want make we see through Obi, can we also plan what we want to see through ourselves as Nigerians?
No, that's a very good conversation. Like I saw on social media that NDC now has about 10 million.
I saw
10 million,
subscribers. I mean, if I don't know what I could call them 10 million subscribers as a 10.
The truth about that people. Is I don't know if that statistics is real or true yet, but this issue it could be
the possibility of it being
because
true
social media, you just come up, you do, but the emphasis on getting your PVCs. There was PVC registration past few weeks, and I know a lot of people didn't even know. Some people knew when it was already closing, and I know INEC will still come up with something like that before the time goes. Yeah. So we need to pay attention on that PVC. Everybody,
very, very important.
That's the greatest weapon we have as Nigerians.
Exactly, right, because if we know if you do that's the only way we can come out and be like, yes.
Because you said something about international politics, and I didn't want to dabble into that because if we, the owners of this country,
do what we are meant to do,
what we are meant to do
the voting. International bodies not go find way to manipulate whatever they want to do, or to do whatever they want to do.
They can't. The most important thing is I've always campaigned for good governance.
Exactly.
Both in Nigeria and from my state. I campaigned for Obi. I did my own, in my little way last time. I did my own campaign. I didn't need to. Now, coming back now, I will still do more, and I'm still doing more right now because he's the only one that has that clear path. Not, it's rigorous, but he has that place he can take us to.
Exactly.
And I believe that.
Exactly.
Tinubu coming in, I was surprised. See, the problem started when Buhari started leading us. When we allowed Buhari to lead us. Tinubu coming in, I was surprised. After leading us now, my question is, I've seen a lot of Nigerians, some Nigerians actually supporting APC. And I am just wondering, are these people really all right?
I get your argument. But I'll always say this. I feel everybody has the right to support whoever they want to support.
Yes.
And I also know, say, based on free will,
yes,
you should do so.
Yes.
But where my argument they come from now, this particular party or this particular individual, has... There are things, some people claim that Nigeria is good, quote unquote, they call them, on paper. but the ripple effect is what the citizens are yet to see. But I keep asking people, if you could uphold a country that will keep short or not make any distinctive or significant action against the security of its own people, to me, you have failed.
So what
you don't get anything away, so you want
what are we saying?
Regardless of whether the fact that you are adamant on trying to do anything, or maybe you feel you are doing, but you can't relate the suffering of the normal man, the kidnapping, the banditry, like the fact that you have failed there. Any other thing where you want to tell me, I don't want to listen, because you're supposed to secure your people first.
Do you know that insecurity has never been this bad in Nigeria?
I don't think it has ever been this bad.
Insecurity.
I don't think it has ever been this bad.
You see major generals being killed.
Like that one bust my head.
Even up till now, we've not seen any tangible thing to say, okay, this is how we're trying to do this to get this thing done. This is how we're trying to solve this. This is how we're trying to disseminate these people that cause this thing.
And all they can think of is to arrest somebody that said something about military.
You can imagine. That's why I'm asking you, how do these people even think? How would you be supporting supporting a government that doesn't care about you?
That only thinks of one party system, of how they can be the ultimate operandum as the main boss.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame APC. You know, when you go back to the history of Nigerian politics, I blame more PDP. Because whatever it is that APC is doing now, they are doing it out of the impunity of what PDP did to us. So they think it's their time to ride on us. But man, for crying out loud, Nigerians shouldn't let it happen.
I don't know whether I go talk say we are not ready yet. But after seeing what happened in NSAS 2020, I go talk say Nigerian are ready. They radio, but almost everybody see they consider personal interests and personal security. Because make we no lie, at the end of the day, we don't see the people we actually buy during the period of NSAS.
Yes.
What happened?
Nothing.
Was there anybody that was held accountable?
Yeah.
Was there anything that happened to anybody? Nothing.
They are still denying that,
police brutality, they happen on a daily basis.
The impunity.
The moment the police say you wear glasses, they record them, or you get any recording device where see them, they show impunity to the world. He's so triggered. So my own is, can we for once just do this? I know we tried 2023, which I'm very proud of being Nigeria, that 2023, because I know we fought this.
We did.
You understand me?
But
people when they do all this thing, no pass. People when they do all this thing now, they no pass 5,000 now.
Good.
We are over 200 million, and we allow 5,000 people to dictate the fate of over 200 million people.
Good. Democracy, like the Western world practice it. Whoever that is enjoying it now didn't just start enjoying it.
Exactly.
And check Nigeria from 1999 to the next 2003 to 2007 to we had Yaradua to we now had APC coalition. You understand that the Nigerian layman is no longer political apathy. Doesn't have political apathy again. We are now becoming political aware. We are now, before...
Yes.
Go back.
Before it used to be, let me be in PDP and die for PDP.
Now...
Before it used to be, let me be here and die here. The youths
right now... We are now questioning governance.
Yes.
We are now questioning them. We are now asking them to do why we sent them there. And you check, is something that has been growing over time. I'm surprised when people say that it will be business as usual in the next election. That's a big lie. You see, the youths are very hungry. They are very angry. And the next reaction you get from a hungry, angry man is violence.
Exactly.
Let them not think that they'll wake up one morning and they'll come and call result the same way they called result.
And it might be very, very clear to everybody that you know that this thing you're about to do will cause commotion. But
this time around
they don't want regardless. They go say people will go buy, they go carry on.
This time around, I think what will happen is people will come out massively to vote for their person of choice. Massively. And people will protect their votes. anything that happens outside there, I think the government, I don't know how much they care about us, but if you look at it, people die every day. People die of insecurity.
They die every day.
I believe they don't care much about us.
I believe so too. They don't care
much about us.
Because if you care about the common man in Nigeria, if you care about what is going on, if you care about the insecurity, if you care about the level of kidnapping, there are things you are meant to see. I watched a video from the president of El Salvador. I think he said that. He said, if a crime should persist in a particular place and nothing is done about it, the government is complicit to that. Because I don't know what you want to. It's either it doesn't benefit you directly or it benefits you in one way or the other. Because there's nothing you can tell me.
You see, anytime you see conflict, whenever you see all these kind of things, there are people gaining from it. Because there's illegal ammunition, deals.
Yes.
There's so many things going on behind the scene.
Yes.
And there are people who are playing this game. So my own now is, I don't want to start putting blames. I don't want to start pointing hands at. What I know is that we have election at hand. Right now, the campaign will soon start. After the primaries and after everybody chooses theirs. Everybody needs to come out. If you believe that Obi can change it, it is your vote, your protection.
Exactly.
Your vote, your right.
Exactly.
Your vote, your hope.
Exactly.
My vote, my hope. I believe that Obi will come. If I vote for him, that he will change things.
Yes.
That is what I expect Nigerians to do. Forget about the noise. Forget about the governors that are joining. If they like, they should have 40. It's just 33 governors, right? They have 33. That's just 33. Okay, with your deputy, maybe you say 66 out of 100 or 220 something million. Yes, having governors doesn't make you, have a full structure of the people.
See, this is me talking to all Nigerians. And if you can hear me, I would want you to hear me. See, they go come. They go bring the money. They go bring everything. You know what you are meant to do. You know the right thing to do. Collect the money, do the right thing.
Now,
you understand? Because at the end of the day, it can't be like, say, this thing,
See, if you not collect the... Do you know these people are planning to tax us more?
If we don't even talk about the tax and everything. Do
you know these people are planning to tax us more? So if you think that, as I am now, you say APC bring money, say money for ground, you know that the economy already accepts that. Some people will say no, some people will say yes.
Yes, true.
Because
person like me, I know sure I get time. I know sure I get.
That's the problem.
I know collect.
That's the problem. That's the problem. People, we don't know that when we collect that money, I think
you don't tie yourself.
Yes.
You know, fit talk for some kind places and with some kind people.
It takes away your conscience.
Takes a belt. I swear, your conscience.
Of speaking the truth.
Your level of honesty, your integrity.
Now, did you see
everything.
what Governor Muneke did? This content creator.
Yeah. My man.
No, this is what we need at a point like this in Nigeria.
Yes.
Because he said the criteria, one of the conditions they gave him was that he will not speak against INEC.
Yeah.
And INEC, has a lot of flaws.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody like that not coming out to speak against INEC. Who else? So, they are trying every way to make it look like, to make sure that, we don't get it right. But I don't care. I'm not even interested in all these things they are doing. All these shenanigans they are showing us is just drama.
Yes.
When the real politics starts is when they start seeing the campaign, when they start seeing the marching around, when they start seeing that people are ready for them. You see what we are doing now? They are just playing their games.
So, I just want to, last one before we leave here. Obi has defected from APGA to PDP to Labour,
and then to ADC.
To ADC, now to NDC. When he was in Labour, their excuse was that he didn't have structure. He was in a quote-unquote party that didn't have no identity, nothing. Some people can still argue that in this NDC, there is still no structure. Do you get me? On the level of ADC, the reason why I feel ADC was on a stronger note for everybody was that coalition.
Yeah.
And we knew that coalition was going to be a bigger force. But not when they are trying to play politics and, come at you for corner on some kind of things.
That's true.
My question now is this: what do we think of this 2027? I know that regardless, Nigerians will turn out and do what they are meant to do. But do you feel like Obi we'll ride through this. Some people said, some people said the guy is so soft, when they follow some kind things, they like, they agile, they rugged to run some kind thing, which I still don't believe. Everybody still get their way on how they want to do things. Styles on how to. The reason why we think like this is now because our level of political trauma and impunity where we don't build over time for our head with what we don't experience for this country don't make us accept nonsense as bare minimum.
Yes.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So my question is this here. Do you think the future is bright? Nigerians are willing to support Obi.
Yeah.
Some Nigerians will want to do who they want to support, go support. But do you think that structure, do you think is a big way now for Obi to use this mistake or whatever he think he lacked during when he was doing the last election with the Labour Party and try and adjust things that will make it better for him now?
Right now in Nigerian politics, it's no longer about loyalty. At least for the Nigerian youth, it's no longer about loyalty.
Yeah.
It's about who can deliver.
Exactly.
And at this point, with me and millions of Nigeria, we believe that Peter Obi can deliver.
Exactly.
Structure or no structure. With this I have said, a lot of us will rally around him. A lot of us will campaign for him. A lot of us will make sure we carry people along to make sure they have their PVCs, not just having their PVCs.
Because that PVC is very, 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 very
important. It doesn't just end in having your PVCs and making sure that all those people that got their PVCs will vote. Because look at the statistics most times, you see that people collected PVC and those who voted, the disparity is always wide. It's always wide.
Yes.
So that is one of the angles we will look into. Once you have your PVC we're voting for, you have got to vote with, we will make sure you vote with that PVC. It doesn't just end in collecting PVC. We'll make sure this is...
You actively exercise your franchise. Yes. Very, very important.
See, structure works where it is in a better place, in a better economy, not in a structureless economy like Nigeria. Which sector actually works so well in Nigeria? So I don't believe in the structure because even up till now, that structure that Obi did not have in Labour Party, he doesn't have it now.
Yes. But at least it's going to be different this time around.
Yes, because people are fed up.
People are fed up.
People are tired. People, I don't mean me alone. I'm not saying about people me. This one is not, you cannot rob us again at night. People are awake. People are awake. So my own is that there is hope for us. And Peter Obi is the way. Look at my mouth, I'm saying it. Peter Obi is the way. If he wins, very good. If he loses, I'll be glad that I was one of those who fought for the right thing in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Because I don't know what it will be the next 4 years if somebody else doesn't take that power.
Exactly.
We're going through a lot.
Exactly. Nigeria is going through a lot. And I feel we need a total turnaround, a total 360 turnaround when it comes to a lot of things. Public infrastructure, police, military, everywhere we need.
Excuse me, why up to now? Why don't we have state policing?
But I think this is what the present administration is pushing
for 4 years. That it has been.
Even about state policing, we are still going far. The light he promised us. The light he promised us.
I saw a video where he said,
Baba get my pull out for grid. Leave us alone.
And they don't enter for Aso Rock. I said they don't enter.
Yes, now Baba don't pull us for grid. Come out grid.
So they don't have plans.
There's no plan.
They don't have plans for us. So for me, for Nigerians, I know that they already know what they want. And they will not let what happened to them before happen to them again.
Exactly.
Once beaten, twice shy. If it repeats itself.
See, fool me once.
If it repeats itself, you said something about...
Fool me twice.
You said something...
Sorry, fool me once, your fault. Fool me twice. Na me do, I'm no worry.
You said something about NSAS. What we saw there is just a preamble. What we saw there is just a preamble. That's what I leave my words to. But I pray that everything works out fine and that Obi gets the ticket for NDC. And then they will now see what campaigning is all about. They will share their money during campaign.
Yeah.
But when people come out from each state and tell you this is 1 million match of Obi, you will believe. I get quitting on them, man. Share this period. I know Nigerians are more gingered. Go to all the AP, go to anywhere any APC man comes out to say anything about presidency. You see how they rubbish them on social media. And let me tell them, this thing doesn't end in social media again, no.
No, it's no longer social media now. It's no longer social media.
If they think it's social media thing, it's not social media thing. Everybody's now a foot soldier. Every Nigerian is now a foot soldier. Thank you.
So I'll leave you guys with this, yeah. And if you're hearing us from Manchester, from Salford, from Radio Africana, I'd want to tell you guys we are here for real. We always be here. Once every week, you get to tune in and listen to us. And if you're watching us from YouTube, wherever, Talkexprex on social media, would want to leave you with this one thing. If you're in Nigeria and you're a Nigerian, please, the election is coming up. Try as much as possible to get your PVC.
Very important.
Because that's the only hope we have. That's the only tool we have as a common Nigerian to be able to turn out this thing to our favor.
Yes.
To be able to turn Nigeria to a better place, to be able to turn Nigeria to a Nigeria that every one of us will enjoy.
Yes.
A Nigeria where the child of nobody
becomes somebody.
You
remember that's what Peter Obi always tell you. That's what Peter Obi always tell you. That he wants a Nigeria where a son of a nobody will become somebody without knowing
the help of nobody.
And that's the strong word.
Without the help of anybody. So please, guys, we really appreciate. And this is LBC. I'm here with Mr. Smart. My bros, we'll get to have you some other time. And take care, guys.